Hello everyone, how's it going? Dr. Incompetent here, and let's play some Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup, shall we, on this roguelike Monday. We're playing the classic roguelike, or at least the one for me that is the classic roguelike. I am with a new character, a Vine Stalker, trying to get my first win with the Vine Stalker. We're in version 0.27. And I need to think about this character to make sure I fully remember all of our capabilities. We are actually worshipping Quaslil, and this is my first time worshipping Quaslil and making it this far into the game. I've done it a little bit before and died a long time ago, and so it's been years since I've been on board with this god, and I'm actually thinking to myself that it's better than I thought it would be for this type of character. It's pretty reasonable. So let's see, we are on hey IBK. Good to see you, my friend. You and your alter ego. So we are on Dungeon 9 with this Quaslil, and we have only played it for one stream so far, and we are currently 15th level. Now what we did was we basically just made ourselves a fighter that worships Quaslil, and we have a +9 Morning Star of Flame. We're doing maces. That's pretty good. We just recently got ourselves a tower shield. We have plate armor, a helmet, and some other reasonable equipment, but nothing that really jumps off the page. We do have a shield level of 30, which is pretty massive, and in terms of our piety, we're not max, but we're very, very high, and we can easily do disaster area, elemental force, or upheaval, our god abilities. We are currently training invocations, maces and flails, and armor, getting all of these things up for ourselves as we just kind of generally try to build this character up. Now, if I look at where we've been, we've only explored the main dungeon, and I believe we were making a decision here on going into the lair. Hey, Space Cookie, what's up, my friend? Good evening. Now that I remember, yeah, we actually did go deeper, didn't we? Look, we made it all the way down to Dungeon 12. I think I cleared with this character all the way to Dungeon 12, and then what happened was I decided that that was enough, and it's time to go back to the lair. We do have a ring of poison resistance, and we have a mace, so the hydras should be taken care of, and we'll see how we do. We don't have any resist fire or resist cold, but let's just see how the lair goes. Oh, did we do level 1? Wait a minute, how much of the lair did we do? Oh, wait a minute. My goodness, okay. We cleared the lair. Alright, then very good. So I must have just left the lair so I could perhaps look for the Orcish mines, or do I want to go into the swamp? No, I want to go into the Orcish mines. So let's go to Dungeon 12. And let's clear Dungeon 12. Okay, I lied. So we cleared down to Dungeon 12, but we didn't actually clear Dungeon 12. Now, this is something funny that has just happened. So we got hit by probably an unseen horror, is my guess here. It's invisible. We don't know where it is. We can't see invisible with this character at the moment. But you can see here in the brown text in the lower left, it says, you feel protected from physical attacks. And what that is, as far as I understand it, is every once in a while, this god ability kicks in where it says you adapt resistances upon receiving elemental damage. And so this can even proc with physical damage and give you an armor class boost. So like the Unseen Horror hit us with a physical attack, and you can see our armor class is indeed blue because it has been elevated by this ability. So let's just walk down here and do our best to try to hit this guy. Now, it's not necessarily going to be the easiest task in the world, but we do have a bunch of clouds. And so I don't know if my clouds will reveal the unseen horror, but there we go, we killed it. I think the damage of the clouds, plus the fact that we're so stout with our armor class and our shield ability, we didn't really get that hurt. And we killed it, and it's gone. And we can just walk around just making... I mean, this is the fun part of Quazzle, isn't it? Just clouds of flaming explosions. Hey, Juiced Rob, good evening, my friend. How's it going? You know, freezing clouds, electrical clouds. We just explode in fireworks. Wreaking destruction. Okay, so these hogs are usually a good indicator that Cersei is nearby, or Kirky, or whatever you want to call her, and she's still dangerous. The hogs are not really that bad, but if she transformed us, that would be bad. Okay, Juiced Rob. Thanks, my friend. I appreciate that. Pleasant dreams. Alright, there she is down there. So let's just fight as much as we can before she gets involved. Okay. Now, let me see. She's hard to hit, isn't she? Because of the hog. Alright, so let's just try to bap her and bap her. I'm going to just go ahead and use Elemental Force right here. Okay, Space Cookie. Thank you, my friend. Be safe driving. Elemental Force is coming in. I'm going to make as many elementals as I can. So even if Kirky changes me into a pig, my elemental should be able to kill her. And as we've seen, boom, the elementals just rip things apart. It does absorb a good bit of piety, but that's a win. I mean, Kirky was red. She was ranked as a red difficulty enemy, and we just obliterated her with our elemental. So that's another nice thing about Quazzle. You can't really abuse those abilities too much because they take piety. Here we go. Here's the Orcish Mines. Orcs everywhere. But, this is a weird little lineup. When you need to, you can just use it and terrible things happen. So you can see the clouds just wreaking havoc on all the enemies, which is beautiful. But also you can see that because of our deflect missiles and our Amulet of Reflection, our shield ability is at 30 and our armor class is at 25. So we should probably do okay in the Orcish Mines just by virtue of how defensive focused we are and how much AoE we have from our clouds. Now this guy corroded us, which yeah, I actually have a ring of resist corrosion, so he still got us, which is a shame, but you know, we're okay. Let me see, what scrolls do I have? Brand weapon. Nah, I don't need that. And do I have any other rings? I have flight and ice, so not really. We need to upgrade our jewelry game pretty seriously with this character, and we'll get there. Artifact weapon of unbelievable power would not be amiss either. Okay. Two-headed ogre. Fine. What do we have? Poison darts. Let's just poison this guy up a little bit. And obliterate him. Now, I could start training shields again. I do want to raise my shield level from just 10, given the fact that I have a tower shield, but I'm not in a hurry to do that right now. Oh, no worries, Space Cookie. Yeah, YouTube can sometimes delay pretty significantly. Good to see you in this new realm, though, as you're driving. Safid, what is up, my friend? Good evening. Yes, we are a storm god plant man. Yeah, I love that, Safid. Yeah, we just wanted to give ourselves rain so we could nurture our roots whenever we wanted, even in the dungeon. And we are a cataclysm because invocations is somehow still our highest skill. I mean, we're training it. I want my nukes from the god abilities to be very, very potent. So I'm just going to go ahead and keep training this because I have a feeling that I'm going to need that burst. Oh man, we just knocked that guy's like stone arrow back at him. That gargoyle, that was mean. Very, very mean. Now I do have Blink memorized, and you know we're only at 83% failure. So that's something to think about. As I train armor, it should get easier, but I'm gonna... Ooh. Actually, I don't think I can even enchant my weapon any further, can I? Now it's maximally enchanted. That's okay, though. I'll need to raise my shields and armor to ever have a chance at casting Blink. But Blink is one of the things that I do kind of want to have online with a Vine Stalker, just because you can't restore your health instantly with potions. So there's that. Oh, look at this entry screen. Okay. I think Snack was saying that, like, not the only, but one of the most difficult parts when you're Quazzle is right when you go down into a new branch or down the steps into a new area, because it takes a bit to build up your momentum. I'm going to go ahead and... I need to kill that Orcish High Priest immediately. I'm going to kill the Green Priest, and I'm just going to disaster area. Yeah, I'd say that worked pretty well. We killed everything except for this Warg, and I'll just wait for it to die. I'll just throw a dart at it, and yeah, it's dead. Okay, so that was what I like to call a really good outcome. Ooh, jeez. That guy just hit us with a bolt of fire for 3 exclamation points. That was more than I wanted. Okay. I need to maybe paralyze this dude. Can I do that? Maybe. Not really. I'll try it again. There we go. That makes this business a bit easier. Okay, he's dead. Alright, there we go. So now we can't get hit in the face as easily by fireballs or bolts of fire, whatever that guy was launching at us. Alright, here we go. There we go. Take that. Okay. Alright, the clouds are kicking in. That's another thing, too. It's like, if that guy gets an initial hit with his bolt of fire, that's a shame. But after that, I should get a pip of resist negative energy, which will help me mitigate the incoming damage from subsequent fire spells. Do I have magic mapping? Yeah, I'm gonna read one. Yep. Okay, so the other branch is to the west of us, is where the other part of Orc 1 will come up. I don't think I have any digging wands. I don't. So, I mean, I could try to read a scroll of teleport and get over there, but I'm not that concerned about it. I'll find my way up there soon enough, I'm sure. Okay. And, oh, there's that guy again. Yep, bolt of fire all over me. That's okay, though. As soon as we... Oh, he paralyzed us. Now, that's not pleasant. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so the Orcish Wizards are actually going to be... It really is, Safid. It's a fun little... Vine Stalker is fun in of itself, and then the Quazzle... I mean, I'm mostly here with Quazzle for the passives, but if I need that boost, it's there. Like, even in this situation, I'm just going to go ahead and Elemental Force and start obliterating some of this stuff, make it easier. Oh, I got paralyzed. That's bad. Okay. I'm telling you, my, I'm noisy, so I'm going to be attracting a bunch of orcs to come hunt and kill me, which is a bummer. But I also am going to lure them out of their vault, potentially. I think Peacock was saying that that's sometimes, like, a side benefit, is that you can lure them out. I just have to be very, very careful of the hexes, because my magic resistance, or my will, I should say, is so bad. Okay, there we go. The reason I'm going here so quickly is, number one, I think I can probably do it with this character, but number two, it's a decision to try and get something from a shop. You know, we're sitting here with 2,700 gold pieces, so if there's a very desirable item or items, we might be able to make some nice upgrades on our character. For example, you know, is there anything good here? Not really. But we are getting a lot of money, as you do. Okay. Alright. Regular orc nearby. Let's just give him this and... Oh, a screen full of enemies. Okay. Let's back up. Oh, okay. The warlord has just made this bad for us. So this is one of those situations where I'll try to kill as much as I can. When it's buffed, it's generally harder, but we'll see. We'll see what we can do. Yeah, I can't get that anyplace great for myself. I could quaff a berserk potion in this spot, but I think it's okay to just walk a little bit, try to kill what I can, let my clouds do some work, and honestly just let the buff wear off. I'm just walking them back. I have an enormous shield. None of these guys are really ranged anyway. But I don't want to use my high-level Quazzle abilities if I don't have to. So now the buff has worn off. So I'm just going to try to kill this. Oop, okay. It came back on. Alright. And this is going to be tough. Oops. Here we go. Let me just stare dance one of these guys. Okay. There we go. And let's just go down, up. Okay. And I'm just going to stare dance again. Let's just take out the tough guys. We're thwacking things so hard with this +9 mace that I'll even stare dance this guy. I know it's painful, but there we go. He's in a cloud. Ooh, look at that. +4 plate armor of cold resistance. That's actually excellent. I'm going to pick that up immediately, and we're going to wear that. We have just regular plate armor right now, so there's that. But this will take our armor class up to 29. I mean, this is buffed, so it's really 26, but it's a +4 armor class, and now we have a pip of resist cold, which is quite good. Because we did get the swamp, right? Yeah. And there's some jerks in the swamp that like to do cold damage, so that's helpful. Okay. Let's go talk to everybody. Just very, very nicely about why we're frustrated with them. And we're going to do the talking with the mace that we have. Now, seeing a spellbook shop is a little disheartening, but hopefully there's not too many of those. Okay, I gotta kill this orc sorcerer pronto. And we have been paralyzed, and there we go. Luckily, even the paralysis isn't, you know, the absolute end of the world for us. Alright, Elven Halls. Yeah, Safid, you know what I mean. That's a good way of putting it. The swamp, especially recently, like since they've buffed it, it's gotten way harder in my opinion. It used to be like, you know, some of the only, like if you could take care of hydras, you were mostly okay. And then as long as you weren't a caster and didn't have to deal with like those insubstantial wisps or whatever those cloud enemies that could just shred you if you were trying to wear robes, you were probably okay. All right, they got a lot of sorcerers here. Hey, Snack, good evening, my friend. That's pretty interesting to consider. I feel like, and I could just be misremembering, which is very possible, that cold damage wasn't ever as big of a deal. You know, like that fire was generally a better thing to have, but it feels like they've increased the frequency of cold damage. All right, and it's an armor shop. Unfortunately, this is a bad armor shop. I could buy this hat and pray that it's good, but yeah, that's true, especially near the lava. But I don't know. I'm not sold on that hat yet. Let's see what else we've got here. Oh, okay, there's Nergali. Now, Nergali, she makes like ghost junk, doesn't she? Spectral orcs, okay. Haste other, bolt of draining. All right, well, that isn't pleasant. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do about her, but I can do that for now. Yeah, that's kind of my plan, Snack. This mace has been doing really good work in here. Alright, so she's dead, but we've got a bunch of orc sorcerers on the screen with their minions blocking things. Hey, Ori, good evening. Yeah, she was pretty weak, wasn't she? I'm just gonna bounce out. You know what I can do, though? I can just continue my Ice Blast Assault. Ah, man, that's a shame. Alright. Okay, one's dead. This one is just shredding me, though. I'm gonna try to just upheaval this guy and see if it does the job. Okay, upheaval worked. Yeah, actually, Snack, I just read your chat. We were on the same page for sure with that. He was so close to dying, I just didn't want to walk an extra square if I didn't have to. There we go. Okay, let's get out of here. I do love that Magic Dart just keeps triggering my bonus armor class from Quaslil. It's awesome. Potion shop, huh? Well, that's interesting. Okay. Alright, what you got here? Huh. I mean, Berserk Rage is actually pretty useful most of the time. I'll put it on the shopping list. I'm going to buy the invisibility potion just to ID it. Invisibility is not going to be something that helps me too much with this character, but it's nice to pretend. Alright, let me just try to kind of round on this guy. There we go. Okay. So those sorcerers can be bums. Okay, they want to come out. That's fine. Let me just explore the rest of this really fast. Now they want me to keep going in here. Let's go over here. There should be a shop here, right? Yeah. So, Space Cookie, the premise of this game, my friend, is to retrieve the Orb of Zot. So, the wizard who created this realm, this dungeon, has an extremely powerful artifact called the Orb of Zot. And what we're trying to do is come into the dungeon and get there. But in order to open the doors that we need to even access the Orb of Zot, we have to beat a bunch of dungeons and collect runes. And once we do that, we can then try to get the orb, and then once we get it, we have to escape the dungeon alive to win. Okay, well, I have to say, the glowing cloak will buy, but everything else, it's very disappointing. Moon Troll leather armor is really interesting, but not for this character. What is this cloak? Oh, it's a cloak of willpower. Goodness gracious, that's extremely good for us because our willpower is garbage. All right, so we're going to lose some armor class, but we can overcome that, hopefully. It's better to have the willpower, honestly, so we're not just getting hexed left and right. Okay, and that looks like that was it. And another spell book. Oof. There and back. It's Bilbo's book. Bilbo Baggins. Alright, well, that didn't really work out like I was hoping. But let's get to the other side. Here we are. And see if there's anything interesting over here. Yeah. Kind of. Got marked. Nope. Okay. Well, that is the end of the Orcish Mines. So now that we're done with the Orcish Mines, time to keep exploring. Yeah, this is a really good game, Space Cookie, and it's totally free to play. If you Google DCSS game or Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup, you can give it a shot and have fun with it.